Sunday, November 16, 2025, AGNDD IntelliReport topic, Boghead, Basel. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated article-based video. Explore the rugged history of Anglo-Scottish border bastle houses, defensive homes against reivers, spotlighting the ancient Boghead site in Northumberland's Cheviot foothills. In early modern Britain, the Anglo-Scottish border marches were culturally and legally unique, marked by reiving, banditry like livestock theft, and clan rivalries, especially surnames like Charlton, Milburn, Dodd, and Robson in North Tyne Valley. Defensive structures included Pele towers, tall, battlemented, and bastle houses, two-story, thick-walled buildings combining enclosure and tower functions. Ground floors sheltered livestock during raids, with first floors for living. Fireplace, basic partitions, water barrel. Access was via external ladders or stairs. Roofs were stone or thatched. Archaeologists estimate 500 bastles in Northumbria, with 210 verified. Boghead in a Tarset burn cluster is among 10. 33 identified sites per surveys, including ruins at Black Middens, Shilla Hill and others, some still used as homes. Boghead is situated at OSGB NY 7612491005, 730 meters northwest of Combe in Tarset, Northumberland, within the Cheviot foothills, about 15 kilometers from the Anglo-Scottish border. Positioned at the confluence of Tarset Burn, east, and Highfield Burn, north, it occupies a floodplain with marshy terrain, standing water and channels. A now dry river to the northwest once fed into Highfield Burn until the 20th century, indicating repeated shifts in local river courses over centuries. The site lies at the base of a steep northeast-facing slope. Nestled in the 20th century Kielder Forest alongside other bastles, Boghead occupies a clearing with signs of prior tree planting. From the late 13th century until afforestation, the area was moorland dotted with occasional agricultural sites. The bastle, a fortified structure, is referred to by multiple names, reflecting common naming confusion. These include Boghead, Corby Castle, Corby's Castle, Barty's Pile, and Borby Castle. It is occasionally called the Combe, though this typically denotes a nearby distinct site. According to Lax, Boghead is the most accurate name, as evidenced by its appearance on an 1866 Ordnance Survey map and an 1841 tithe map. The archaeological site comprises 4 key structures: a bastle, fortified house, 2 farmhouses, one in ruins and the other discernible through earthworks, and additional earthworks suggesting a sheepfold with a possible shepherd's hut. Although constructed at different periods, these elements collectively form a unified bastle complex, which historically functioned as a small hamlet in a rural setting. The bastle is a rectangular structure measuring 9.6 by 7 meters externally, oriented southeast to northwest. Its 1.4-meter thick walls are constructed from large unhewn stones with rough boulder quoins. Wall heights reach 4.5 meters on the southwest and northwest sides, and 4 meters on the southeast and northeast. The west wall has a ground floor entrance with a square head and round jambs, showing evidence of 2 drawbar secured doors. Above it is a tunnel, likely a quenching hole for dousing doorway fires rather than a murder hole. The ground floor featured a now mostly collapsed vaulted roof and an eastern slit window. Access to the upper living floor is uncertain, possibly via a wooden ladder or staircase. Northwest of the bastle lies a detached farmstead, oriented southeast to northwest. Only overgrown foundations remain, measuring 17.5 x 4.5 m externally and 11.4 x 3.6 m internally, with 1.4 m thick end walls up to 70 centimeters high. It features 2 non-conjoined rooms, a larger, sturdier one at the northeast with a single entrance and a smaller possible byre at the northwest. 13 meters further is a second, more visible ruined farmstead. 24 by 6 meters externally and 21.8 by 4.3 meters internally, with walls up to 2 meters high and 3 rooms. Beyond it, earthworks form a sheepfold up to 12 by 23 meters, with 0.5 meters high, 2.5 meters wide banks. East of the sheepfold, a 4.7 by 5 meters platform suggests a shepherd's hut site. Bastles, defensive farmhouses, were typically constructed in the late 16th to 17th centuries, though few have been excavated or precisely dated. Documentary evidence indicates Boghead and nearby bastles in the Tarset Valley existed by the mid to late 16th century, which is unusually early. This could mean they were pioneering examples or that records refer to earlier non-basal structures. However, archaeologist Lax notes scant evidence of pre-basal buildings in the area, with none at Boghead. Residents were freehold farmers and pastoralists, likely not affluent. Aerial photos and comparisons suggest they cultivated corn and fodder crops. While designed for defense, Boghead's position, overlooked by a slope, was vulnerable, though rivers hindered access on 3 sides and the slope provided some concealment. In North Tynedale folklore, Boghead was home to legendary swordsman Barty Milburn and ally Corbett Jack, or Corbett Jack, living near the Scottish border in the late 17th century. As recounted by descendant Muckle Jock Milburn to historian Edward Charlton, Scottish reavers stole Barty's sheep. He and Jack pursued, lost the trail, and retaliated by driving off Scottish wethers. Ambushed by 2 skilled Scots at Chattlehope Spout, a fierce fight ensued. Jack was slain, but wounded Barty killed both attackers with mighty blows, then carried Jack's body home with the sheep. Historical records may link Barty to Bartram Milburn, who in 1583 reported a raid by Kinmont Willie Armstrong on sites including Boghead, involving theft, arson, murders, and prisoners. A 1584 record details another Liddesdale foray stealing livestock, burning homes, and killing men. No bastles in the Tarset area survive in original form. Many were repurposed as homes or farm buildings or quarried for stone. The Boghead bastle, while functional, offered uncomfortable living, prompting inhabitants to seek better dwellings. The construction of farmhouses signals a shift to peaceful times, with structures built farther from the basal, emphasizing farming over defense. The better-preserved later farmhouse likely incorporated stones from an earlier one, featuring a more sophisticated design. It was modified with a doorway blocked, possibly to reduce living space, convert rooms to outbuildings, or divide for multiple occupants. By 1663, the site, owned by the Hunter family, included a messuage with 12 acres of arable land, meadow, and pasture. It vanished from the 1770 land tax register, indicating abandonment. The Boghead Basal site in Northumberland, England, was designated a scheduled monument in 1970, protected under the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Areas Act, 1979. The basal itself became a Grade II listed building in 1988, safeguarded by the Planning, Listed Buildings and Conservation Areas, Act 1990. Minor restoration has been undertaken by the Forestry Commission. With fewer than 300 bastles surviving, many altered for ongoing use, unmodified examples like Boghead are nationally important. The site remains reasonably intact, featuring a rare quenching hole, and its value is amplified by nearby bastles, aiding research into early modern Northumberland life. Accessible via the Tarset Basal Trail, it was poetically described by Katie Gatens in the Sunday Times, 2020, as a basal slumped in the long grass, finally conquered by thick moss. Thus, Boghead endures as a relic of border reaving, blending defensive ingenuity with the shifting landscapes of Northumberland's storied past.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD IntelliReport, dear viewers. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers!